Welcome back to the Fantasy Show. I'm Graham Stein with my partner Connor Hennessy. Today we'll be talking about top quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers. So we're going to list the top 5 for each position. You want to start off with the top 3 quarterbacks? I'll actually start off with the running backs. So the running backs, I really like Adrian Peterson. At the top, he's been really consistent, and he'll be a really good running back for as long as he plays. I think number 2, Le'Veon Bell. Even though he's gotten that, he was not a very, very, very good running back last year, but I think he's reached his potential, and I think he will be number 2 this year. Connor, want to say number 3?
I am making a bold predicament. One of my favorite running backs that came out of the draft last year was Todd Gurley. He was so good as a rookie, and now that he has 1 year of experience, I think he's going to do even better. So that's my number 3 pick. You want to go for number 4?
Sure. I really think that Dion Lewis will be very good this year.
He looked strong last year.
He was very good last year until he got that injury, which totally tore his season last year. But I think he's good enough to take the number 4 spot.
Go on, predict number 5 is going to be a hard one. One of my favorite running backs is he is on the Jets, and it is what's his name?
Chris Ivory.
Yeah, Chris Ivory. I don't know why, I just have a feeling about him, and so that's my number 5 pick. Let's move on to receivers.
Receivers, we're going to do top 5 again. Want to go for the top 2?
Sure. My number 1 go-to receiver is definitely Antonio Brown. He was outstanding last year, and I just have a better feeling about him this year. He's going to be amazing. I think the Steelers are actually going to make it to the Super Bowl. And my number 2 receiver is probably, if you want to stack up on fantasy points, Julio Jones is your guy. Julio Jones led the NFL in receiving yards last year, and they beat Carolina last year, which was the team to beat. And I just have a really good feeling about him. You?
I think number 3 is number 11 on the Patriots, Julian Edelman. He's been so dominant the last couple of years, and he's been really, really, really good with catching. He gets a lot of yards when he does get a catch. We're just going to do the 5th receiver, and then we'll be signing off.
Okay,
The 4th in.
my favorite receiver, I had him on my team last year. His name was Michael Floyd from the Arizona Cardinals. He got me a ton of points. He was Carson Palmer's second go-to receiver besides Larry Fitzgerald. And he's one of those guys that you want to save for the later rounds, or maybe even pick up after the draft. It's just one of those really good players you want to get.
And I think the 5th receiver, Ryan Fitzpatrick from the Cardinals as well. He's been so good, so awesome. Every time he gets a catch, a lot of yards. I think he's going to be strong this season.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald. And that's it for the Fantasy Show. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.